Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Witcher lore episode. Today we're going to be looking at the 4 Draconid types, their weaknesses, common locations, fighting tactics, and more. Just basically general information about each one. But first, what even are Draconids? Rarely seen are the true dragons, the giant beasts of flame and flesh that burn entire castles to the ground. Most were driven off by raging wars or slaughtered by giant hunting parties in the older times. From how I understand it, Draconids are a variant of smaller dragon, or creatures that can be categorized as one. This doesn't mean they are any less dangerous, and even experienced witches are cautious when taking on such creatures. We'll start with the wyvern. Often mistaken for dragons, these creatures are dangerous but are much smaller and cannot breathe fire. Feared throughout the land, they are mostly found nesting in northeastern Velen, and the royal wyverns being the most dangerous variant. Known for being highly adaptable, there have even been sightings across the entire mainland and the Skellige Isles. Normally, a wyvern will attack from the air, attempting to knock down its prey using its wings. Once landed, it will then attack with a tooth-filled beak, attempting to draw attention away from its most fatal weapon, the stinger that can be found at the end of its long tail. A single strike from this carries a risk of poisoning from very powerful toxins. Even a witcher will experience wrenching pain when injected with the venom, but the potion Golden Oriole will render the drinker immune to poison, and it will also neutralize effects of toxins already present in the bloodstream. Unless you have more special munitions, a normal crossbow bolt against these creatures is practically useless if you're attempting to bring it down to the ground. Ardent grapeshot are more useful in that respect, and once down it will prefer to strike with the talons on its feet, teeth and tail. It is possible to parry these bites, but the consequences can be fatal. From slaying a wyvern you can receive the following items: a wyvern egg, wyvern plate, dragon scales, wyvern mutagen. Basilisks. Dwelling within dark and damp locations such as cellars, caves and city sewers, basilisks are not able to turn anything to stone with their stare. Instead they have acid, venom, claws and teeth which have taken many lives. Generally they hunt by day and wait for their victims to come out to them, only to leap out, unleashing what is normally a deadly attack. Despite being a draconid, basilisks are vulnerable to igni and firebombs such as the dancing star, which can bring them down to the ground and confuse them. While in combat with witches, they have been observed parrying sword strikes with their wings, then leaping up in the air, landing overhead blows with their claws. Also, they have been known to hover mid-air, spitting acid at their opponent from above. Like the wyvern, it is suggested to drink the Golden Oriole for resistance against the venom. As for bombs, dancing star and or grapeshot are effective. Signs suggested are igni and ard, which may knock down the beasts or stun them long enough to critically wound them. From slaying a basilisk, you can receive the following items: basilisk plate, basilisk venom, dragon scales, basilisk mutagen. Also, leather obtained from the basilisk's hide is a highly valued commodity which has led to the creature beginning extinction. The Cockatrice. Like the basilisk, folk fear that it can kill with its gaze alone, but those are only stories. Still, they are dangerous beings with long sharp beaks and tails that can have fatal effects on those that hit them. The other variant of these creatures being the Shrieker. Living in dark caves, abandoned ruins, anywhere old, dank and dark. Smaller than a griffin and manticore, they are still more than capable of killing anyone who may come too close. Foolhardy in fights, they do not back down, striking furiously with their wings and tail, attempting to exhaust their opponent. Blow from their beak is especially dangerous, as they have a deadly sense of aim and can strike exposed flesh and vital organs easily. It is said that the best attack is to flank the cockatrice, otherwise you are exposed to its beak and talons. Once grounded, it will try and remain close to its prey, able to leap against distances in an attempt to either block the victim's escape or even tackle it to the ground. Use grapeshot, draconid oil and the ard sign to knock it to the ground. From slaying a cockatrice you can receive the following items: cockatrice maw, cockatrice egg, raw meat, cockatrice mutagen. The Forktail. Named for their sharp growths at the end of their tails, a blow from which can slice an oaken shield in two. Normally they are active during the day and hunt alone or, very rarely, in pairs, preferring to attack big game, mainly cattle and pigs, although they do occasionally hunt humans. These monsters can be found throughout Velen and Skellige, hunting in the open fields. Like all draconids, their massive size does not stop them from quickly flying up and counter-attacking from the air, able to use weight and height to their advantage. attacking from above and knocking their prey over with their wings. They are as aggressive as wyverns, their stingers on the tip of their tail being highly poisonous, which can only be countered by evading. Their jaw is just as dangerous, the bites coming fast, but it can be parried and countered with your sword. Using either the crossbow or and grapeshot, they can be grounded. Once down, the forktail is still dangerous but less mobile, turning to other tactics centered on their massive size and spike-covered tails. Use golden oil to counter the toxins, the grapeshot bomb, draconid oil, and the yard sign. From slaying a forktail, you can receive the following items: forktail plate, dragon scales, raw meat, forktail mutagen. The information sources are linked below. I did spend some time editing these up, so they're not ripped straight from the wiki, but the base structure is. If you enjoyed this video, please share it around and leave suggestions on what topic you'd like me to cover next. Thanks for watching, this has been OKGovBear, you go and have a good day.